He knows that that's far away, and manages to kill one dot. And Ryan's gonna scout this TP now, and I imagine he'll come back. Yeah, he does. Or no, maybe he doesn't. No, maybe he's gonna go counter base raiding. He knows Grubby's gonna be away, and these burrows are very exposed. And he does have 5 burrows up actually, but he's only at 48 food, and so it's gonna be a bit of base trading here. Obviously, 4 raiders for Grubby, so that's gonna be fairly useful. And I imagine we're gonna have to see the TV back from Remind. Yeah, we are seeing it here, and it's probably gonna be in a defensive. Oh no, it's not in a defensive position. I guess because he knew Grubby was gonna TP out, it wasn't too big. It wasn't too important that it was wasn't a defensive position, but very nice there from Grubby. 2 Moonwells and an Ancient of Wind, and Remind overkill really on bringing Wisps out. I'm not sure why, bit too little, too late maybe. But Grubby did lose 1 burrow, but as I said, he doesn't need it because he was at 48 out of 60 anyways, and he's rebuilding it anyways because he wants to go up to 60. Lots of people wonder why 2 heal scrolls, sorry, on the Torn Chieftain and none on the Blade Master, so he'll probably pass one, and he's now creeping out this expansion. Not expansion, Merc Cap, and lots of people wonder why you don't go 80 food, why you generally just go 60 food and then push, and that's because you don't want to really give them time. You want to surprise them, have them think that you're at 50 food while you're secretly at 60 food, and if you can never get to 80 food without them noticing, but you can easily get to 60 food, and 60 food of food that's right there, not in production. Sorry, Sobi Mask on the Beastmaster, and Hawk now scouts Blade Master, but it looks like Grubby's was edging for a fight, but moving away now. But it's a bit surprising really because what's Remind's food? Remind's back up to 50. His Moonwells must have finished. Yeah, and he's building another for 60 as well, and 1 Fairy Dragon coming out. Blade Master getting scouted, getting hit a couple times, but running away. Still decent health. Grubby now at the tavern. I don't know what he's doing there. Maybe trying to get good uphill positioning, but Remind isn't coming up that hill, so not really worth it in the end. So much moon juice in these Moonwells. That's going to prove really important, I think, if Grubby tries to fight at Remind's base. And although I probably shouldn't be calling it based on my previous record this game, I'd say Remind has it just because of this moon juice that he has. If Grubby tries to fight here, actually he's moving back now, but if Grubby had tried to fight there, I think it would have been very good for him. Still all 3 charges on 1 of the wind. I imagine he'll Cyclone the Demon Hunter, so he can't mana burn the Torn Chieftain. And Grubby now just quickly creeping this camp just with his Blade Master. I imagine he'll bring his Torn Chieftains close enough to get the experience as well. And Grubby's just running into this corner here, but he's trying to bring out these creeps. But he doesn't need to be that far back, I don't think. Meanwhile, Remind is now. Let's check hero levels. I haven't done that for a bit. 3, 1, 3. Ooh, very low 3 for the Beastmaster. So, meanwhile, 3, 4. Yeah, 3, 4. Ooh, mana pendant as well. Or sorry, pendant of energy. For Grubby, 1,000 hit points on his Torn Chieftain now as well. So and 420 mana. If I were Grubby, I'd buy a mana potion because if you have the micro that Grubby has, you can just drop your pendant of energy, use the mana potion, then in this case it would increase the efficiency of that mana potion by like 30-40%. Meanwhile, a tree of life being built for Remind, so Grubby can immediately be on the lookout for the expansion. Grubby at 70 food now. He's snuck up to 70 because he knew that Remind had scouted that he was going to try and sneak up to 60. So there's no point trying that. He knows he can't completely fool Remind, so he may as well go for partial Remind off a partial trick. And meanwhile, to bolster his or to quickly reach that 50 or to that 70 food, he's now has 80 max, so he might go up to 80 even. He bought a Berserker, which is a quick way of increasing the population or your population immediately. And Orion's pausing the game again, saving it, and then we can see Grubby's building a Bat Rider as well. So he's going to try and use that against a Fairy Dragon. Obviously, with spikes, this might actually be easier to do because you have to put your Fairy Dragons in Mana Flare form. Grubby's saying count. In Mana Flare form, just to get the plus armor and then not do the Grubby's spamming just numbers just to sort of piss off Remind. Remind pauses it again. Sorry. Oh no, he resumes it. sorry, what was I saying? Yeah, you need to get your fairy dragon in mana flare form just to get the extra armor and not be killed in one shot. And Grubby's actually in a bit of a bad position here. He's been snaking a bit, as he says. I'm not sure if that's a technical term, which is what Grubby says, but his army's in a bit of a snake, which means it gets stopped a bit, and it's not a good position for fighting. He gets 2-unit cyclone, so he dispels it, and it looks like this Spirit Walker is going to take a lot of damage. Remind does scout the Bat Rider though, so he's going to be on his guard for his Fairy Dragon. He's not going to be able to Grubby's not going to be able to use it immediately, and so he salves up that Bat Rider. Remind pauses the game. 0 timeouts remaining. It's a really good final, actually, I think, as is being said in the comments. Grubby at 76 food. Sorry, I can't check Remine's food at this point, but Grubby getting some of the obs to leave just makes sense, because obviously a lot is at stake, sort of. Just so much time as well as everything else, and some of the people are just having to leave now, which is a bit of a shame. But thankfully, I'm not a real obs. I'm a Garena obs, so I'll be okay. Grubby and Remind just having a bit of banter now. And looks like most of the obs are leaving now, and Grubby's gonna have to pause the game from now on if they want to restart it, because Remind's out of pauses, which you don't often see in pro games. So it's just a shame, because we're getting into the battle now. Sorry, I'll stop ranting. Level 4 Torn Chieftain, immediately Cyclone on that Demon Hunter, as I said, and also Cyclone obviously on Blade Master, stuff like that. Mana Flare form from 2 Fairy Dragons, so Grubby's gonna have to be very easy on the dispel. Beastmaster and Tinker tanking a lot of the damage, and just lots of damage on these dots, but such good positioning by Remind here. I think he's really got this right. And Grubby, not that many units, 57 versus 55 for Remind, so I think Remind probably does have the advantage, obviously, tier 3 versus tier 2, and Grubby doesn't have amazing hero levels and gets both his heroes surrounded. Looks like the Blade Master might go down. He's going to have to have him that back immediately, because Remind's going to be pushing ASAP, and Torn Chieftain should just TP out really at this point. He does have that TP, and there's no real chance for him here, so he does TP back. Meanwhile, his army's going back to buy back the Blade Master, but maybe he doesn't have enough money, I don't know. This would be a shame for it to end like this. And Torn Chieftain buys a mana potion, but again surrounded. Buys a healing potion as well, uses his mana potion, gets his shockwave off, but the Torn Chieftain is going to go down. Blade Master not back for Grubby, and Grubby says GG. So Remind wins in a very close final. So I hope you enjoyed this, guys. I'm gonna upload this, but it's gonna take a while, so it probably won't be up till probably Sunday. Yeah, I'll see you later, guys. Bye.